okay, about the world is very interesting. So you can look at this book. Uh, this book is called the Punya Dhammo Mahatera. He read about Buddhist cosmos from Theravada and from Shavastivada. Shavastivada is also one of the sect happened when in the many long time ago. All right. So Theravada actually does not have much information about Buddhist cosmos. So I have to refer to another book, another sect. I call it Shavastivada. It's actually quite interesting if you want to read more story. Okay. Now what you say that is we are lucky that we are in this Padakapa. All right. 5 Buddhas will appear. So we have 4 Buddhas already appear, and then the next Buddha will appear. Means that in the fortunate realm, right? But sometimes we also have place where no aeon, where no Buddhas appear, or 1 Buddha appear, 2 Buddha appear, 3 Buddhas appear, and 4 Buddhas appear, and so on. Okay, and so on. All right. So anyway, I will not go through all this because first, it's not really useful for practice. It's just useful if you are interested to know uh, how many Buddhas will appear or not appear. So I give you the link already. You all can look yourself. So actually, I prefer to teach based on sutta because sutta is much more meaningful. We can get to know the teaching of the Buddha. All right. So you all can go online to look for this sutta also. There's a Chakrawati. Chakrawati means the wheel turning monarch. Yes, Wenhua, you want to ask something? Yes, Wenhua. All right. Okay.
Yes, I just whether you can hear my question.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes. What do you want to
Sorry,
ask?
sorry. Yeah. Good evening, Sayaji. I have a question about the Buddha. The
Mm,
how many Buddhas will come and how many of them? Uh, who can tell that?
you can tell that.
Who
Only the
who
Buddha
write
can
it down?
tell.
Maybe my question is who write this down that there will be 28 and then
Yeah,
five if this kappa
yeah,
will come.
yeah. For the
Thank you.
28 is recorded in the Buddha Wangsa. The Buddha Wangsa, okay? In the Buddhist Buddha Wangsa. It's also one of the supposed to be first century. Right? First century written all these. And you can find in some of the sutta, like this Chakravarti tell us the future Buddha, Maitreya Buddha. So there's another sutta called Atana Diya Sutta. So it lists uh, it lists the 5 Buddhas. Atana Diya. And I have to look at the search. Okay. So in this Sutta Atanidiya, it talk about the even like it's actually this sutta quite interesting. It talk about where's the different kings who is in charge of Yaka and 4 guardian devas. So yeah, in the beginning of this sutta, it talk about past Buddha. Okay. Vispasi, Sike, Wesabu, Kakusandasa, Konagamana, Kasapa, Gotama. Right. So in this Atanadiya Sutta. So in this sutta, you also talk about east, south, west, north, what is the king's name and what they are in charge. All right. So you all can look at this Atanadiya Sutta. So this means that we can find the names of sutta in some of the sutta here and there. But basically, it's the only the Buddha can tell us the name of the future Buddha or past Buddha. Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, next question. All right. If no question, we will go through this one. I think Rahula's story we leave it for next week. Okay, now just now we're talking about when we say renunciation. Renunciation means also beside being going forth in life to be a monk or nun, also try to let go the 10 unwholesome deeds. Dasa is 10. Kusala is unwholesome. Kamapata is deeds by kaya, body, wachi, speech, mano, mind. So this one is sent to you already, right? So panatipata. Number 1, killing. Or when we say killing, is including like harming beings. Okay. Okay. Now the Pali word you recite every time. Panatipata veramani. So what is veramani? Veramani means abstain, right? So we look at the 5%. Okay. So every time you chant this, panatipata veramani, abstain. Sikkhapada. Sikkhapada is training. Samadhiyami, I undertake the training. Actually, literally, we can take the 5% is actually a training rules, that's why it's impossible for people to observe 5% thoroughly until they become enlightened. Then they can observe precept and never break. So at some point you might break it. So if you break the 5%, what to do? So you can just go to the Buddha statue, observe it again, all right? Because it's a training rule. Sikkhapada means training rule. Now, panatipata means killing or harming. So opposite way is we shall act for the welfare of beings. Okay, we'll go back to that again. So literally panatipata. Now, pana is, what is pana? Like sape sata, sabe pana. Pana means breathing, beings that breathe. So atipata means make them fall, make their life fall. So literally means make their of their life. All right. So means cutting life of those who breathe. But it's including like fetus, because fetus, even though they are not breathing in the mother's womb, but fetus is considered as that's why when in the Chinese calendar or even Myanmar calendar, we add one age. Let's say for example now you may be 30 years old, but we add 1 year in your mother's womb, so you're 31. Because as a fetus is considered as life, even though it's not pana, it's not breathing. Okay. So like abortion, uh, like one of the rules for monks, he should not encourage even the lady to abort a child. So if he encouraged that, he also involved in the panatipata. Okay. Now, adinadana. I think I mentioned many times. Adana. Okay. Now, dana is gift. So, adana means what? So, this is actually not given. So, dana is gift. Prefix adana means take. Okay, dana is give. So opposite of with the prefix opposite means take. You take what is not given. So this is a stealing. Alright, so that's why when you learn the Pali, you understand the meaning better. But when people pronounce, they pronounce wrongly. They pronounce adina dana. It's wrong, You should not pronounce adina dana. You should pronounce adina dana. Okay, you should make your a long. Because if you recite as adina dana, so you recite like this, your pronunciation is wrong. Why? Because like this means you give what is not given. Do you see that? If you pronounce it, you give what is not given. It's not breaking the precept. You should pronounce it adina dana. Okay? Adina dana means you take what is not given. So you pronounce it adina dana means you give what is not given. You give what is not given, it's not breaking the precept. Okay. Do you see the point here? Right. Okay. So make sure when you pronounce it, you pronounce it adina dana veramani. Okay, not adina dana. Okay, wrong. So sometimes the Burmese teacher, they tell the student, especially if you are taking the Samanera precept. So the teacher will need to guide you properly to make sure your precept is pronounced properly, all right? Okay, so panatipata, okay, pana plus atipata. Okay, so this breathing means life, right? Breathing beings. Just like as beings. So this like four. Okay, literally from the word patati. Patati means four. So it makes their life four in a way. Okay, now sexual misconduct. Michachara. Okay, kame. So when you learn the abhidhamma, karma. Karma has few meanings. Karma, one is a sensual desire. Another karma means is an object. Is a karma is an object means the visible sight, sound, and so on. Okay. But here this karma means what? It's either can be these two. So the keyword is actually we're looking at the word michachara. Okay. So micha is what? Micha is wrong. So it's literally like miss, okay? So that's why it translates miss. Achara. Achara is a conduct. Okay. Micha and achara. Behavior, practice, conduct. So behave wrongly, okay? Literally means that the meaning is behave wrongly. So behave wrongly towards the sensual things, sensual desire. So normally we in 5% we take it as a sexual misconduct. So for those who get married, it's considered as a extra marital affair like this. Or in Chinese very easy lah. You has extra wife, but also depends on culture. It's actually very difficult to see whatever. It also depends on society. Like some of the society they allow them to have more than one wife. So what to do when the society allow them to have one wife, two wife, three wife? So do we take it as sexual misconduct? What do you all think? Yeah. Actually, the key word about the 5% is make sure their mind is when they observe 5% well as a part of sila, we say the 10 paramis sila. So because of sila, their mind is pure. So if they, even though it's allowable for them to have one wife, two wife, three wife, but too much on this sexual misconduct, their mind is in Abhidhamma we learn that if the mind indulge so much in sexual activities, the wisdom will be weak. Okay, so we take it as an extramarital affair, right? Kamesu, kamesu is a locative in, all right? So I hope you all learn Pali. You don't forget the locative, no? Okay, musawada. Now, wada and wacha also same. These two actually same. Speech, wachati. So we can have two words, wadati. So myself today teach you all Pali same lah. Because I think most of you come here as a Pali student also. So wadati, wachati, same. Speech or speak. Wadati also speak, same. Okay, musa. Musa literally means force. Force speech. Okay, musawada. Okay, musawada, wacha. Wadati, wachati. Now, pisuna wacha actually is interesting. Okay, let's talk about this musawada. Means telling lies. Like just now, do you see this? you say no, but in fact you see this. So it's a telling lies. Or speak untruthful words. Okay, untruthful words. Uh, speak untrue. Now this word pisuna wacha, it has few words. Interesting. So the commentary they explain as a word piya, basunya. So piya is a love one. Love, okay? Piya apiya. So is in Abhidhamma reason, something you love is called piya. Something you don't love is called apiya. Sunya means empty. Okay. Vacha means speech. So it's a speech that makes the love or make the relationship between two parties means you say something. This is why I call it diversive speech. You are divide it, you are say something to break their relationship in between the company or between the colleagues and say something, or between father and mother, or between friends and friends. So it's a diversive speech, or normally we call it slandering. Oh, okay, so this is quite straightforward. Parusha is harsh word. Okay, abusive word. Sometimes we call it abusive language. Like it also depends on culture. For example, in Chinese, if you call somebody as a dog, it's considered a rude. You call somebody as pig, it's rude. Or in Myanmar, if you compare somebody as dog, it is people don't like it because dog is considered a lower beings. But in some parts of the world, the dog is treated very nice. So they live very luxurious life. So if you say you are like a dog, people might be happy with you because the dog are eating good food, no need to work, right? So sometimes our children, they always have the idea in Myanmar. Every time we talk about the dogs, the children think that the dogs have a good life because our center we have few dogs. First, the dog no need to go to work. You all need to go to work, right? You need to go to work to find money, to earn money. And the second one is you all need to do homework as a student. So the dog no need to go to work. The dog no need to do homework. And the dog have good food. So our children, when they see the dog, they say, if you say you behave like a dog, not good for you, we are actually teaching them. But to the children, they see the dog having good life. Okay. So I just a side topic. That actually we depends on this harsh speech abuses depends on cultures. All the culture had different words for harsh speech. In Chinese, if you call a child idiot, sometimes it's not so bad because the parents are reminding the children, you're stupid, you should do things wise. But in different culture, if you call somebody idiot, they might get very angry. All right. So harsh speech depends on culture, I would say. Now, sampa palapa is also uh, we call it frivolous or ideal topic. Okay. Frivolous talk means the meaning is we call it meaningless, all right? Meaningless talk. Sometimes maybe you meet somebody, uncle, auntie, you just have you take your breakfast or whatever. It's just a kind of like greeting, Like in Chinese we call it 你吃饱了吗? Have you eaten? Last time because during the society, the last time the life is very poor. So if you ask somebody, have you eaten, is considered a polite word. So this is not meaningless. It's not meaningless talk. But of course nowadays you don't ask people, have you eaten? Because most people will have eaten already. Okay. Okay, so now, so how many is belong to the body? How many? This one, right? So this one, Panatipata, Adina Dana, Kamiso Michachara, all these belong to the body. Okay, so three belong to body. So Musawada, So this 3, 4. Pisunavacha, 5, 6. Sampapalapa. Okay, so these 4 belong to the speech. Then finally, you got 3 belong to the mind. Abhija. Abhija is same with what? Greed. All right. So we literally say abhija means what? Greed. But this abhija is covetousness. It's implied that it's a strong greed. Means you see things belong to others, you want it. It's a kind of like strong greed. Let's say the things belong to yourself, it doesn't matter because the things belong to yourself, but this refer to things belong to others. Okay. Then this is same with the hatred. Okay. We had the greed root, evil root, hatred, and then this is a last one, michaditi. Okay. So abhija, vyapada, and michaditi, wrong view. So it's same with our greed, hatred, delusion. Okay. Now, micha is wrong. Dikti is now the word dikti, literally the word dikti is always means wrong. But here with the micha dikti, definitely wrong. So what kind of things wrong? Including deny on karma. Okay, deny on karma is definitely wrong view. Deny on means that you do good thing, they don't believe in good result, or do bad things, don't believe in bad result. Or deny on Four Noble Truth, or there are many types of wrong view. Okay, many types of wrong view. Or don't believe in past life, present life, future life, and so on. Okay. Okay, now I think this is quite clear. So from the body, speech, and mind, you had 10. So body is 3. Body is 3. Speech is 4. So mind is 3. All right. So, but when we say that 10 akusala, this one, the main thing is still belong to the body, belong to mind. Because when the mind had greed, hatred, delusion, then the body will perform wrongly. The speech will do wrongly. So the main thing is we still need to tackle the mind. Without the mind, there will not be any action done by the body and speech, right? So always remember, so the body, speech, and mind. If you look at it, body is a killing, stealing, sexual misconduct is covered by 5 precepts. Speech also, in a way, covered by 5 precepts. Okay, so if you observe 5 precepts, you can control the body and speech. But the mind is not in the 5 precepts, the mind is not covered. Because we are talking about, even though this is considered as akusala action, you can have bad thoughts. You can have thinking you want to possess things belong to others. Like you see a handphone is so nice, you want to take it. But this is just in the mental. All right. As long as you don't do it, the karma is not there. It might create some bad, because when you have bad thoughts, it will create a bad impression in the mind. But you don't really act out by body and speech. So the karma is not really there yet. But never look down on the mind. Because if the mind always have covetousness, ill will, and wrong view, so when it become very strong, it will burst out. Okay. Okay. Now 10 on the good things. Now on the 10 good deeds. So 10 good deeds mean kusala. All right. Akusala this kusala. When you abstain from the above 10, that's why when you observe 5 precepts, if you notice that 5 precepts, we are just abstaining, don't kill, don't steal, don't sexual. This under same with the 5 precepts. All right. Now, this is the another set B is when you purposely you have to do it. Okay, it's different, right? So first A means you abstain, all right, from the no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no telling lies, and so on. But B is different. B means you purposely have to do it. Okay, right. Okay, Brother Lau, you can read this one then.
When one abstains from the above 10 unwholesome deeds, the 10 grounds of merit, dana, giving, sharing material things, time, or kindness with others. Sila, morality, keeping good behavior and following moral rules. Bhavana, meditation, training and calming the mind through peaceful focus. Apachayana, reverence, showing respect and humility to elders and to the worthy. Veya Vachaya, service, helping others and doing good volunteer work. Pratidana, sharing merits, offering the goodness of your good deeds to others. Patanumodana, rejoicing, being happy when you see the other do good things. Dhamma Savana, listening to the Dhamma, learning good and true teachings. Dhamma Desana, teaching Dhamma, sharing wisdom and good advice with others. Titu Jukama, straightening wheels, having a clear, correct, and wise understanding of life.
Okay. Vacha. I think we can drop the YA here. Okay. Vacha is okay. No need. Yeah. All right. So in terms of 10 good deeds, so if you notice it's also 10 parami, you know? Which one is 10 parami? Okay, Brother Lau, which one is 10 parami? Can you see?
Dana,
Okay.
uh,
Some more?
Dana Sila Bhavana.
In 10 parami, do you have a bhavana?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Yeah. What else?
Uh, I don't remember, but it may be Patanumodana.
Okay. Yeah. Modana. This is also can take as dana if you want, right? You can
Yeah.
take as dana. Okay. But the rest here is generally on what? When we say this one is on what? In what sense? This is in the what?
Mind.
Huh? Sorry?
Uh,
It's on wisdom, right?
yeah.
We have wisdom parami, right? Okay. So clear cut will be dana, right? Clear cut will be dana. Clear cut will be sila, all right? So the rest will be either here and there, all right? Anyway, so we will go through. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Now dana means literally means you share things. Kindness is just a kind of like it's much more. If you want to talk about metta, you also can put this. Okay, you can put as a metta here. But literally, if you want to fulfill dana, you really have to give something, physical things. Yeah, this is much more on metta. Okay, if you want to put as a metta, you can put as a metta here. So sila means keeping the morality. Now bhavana. Okay. Now I think in Pali you learn the word bhaveti, right? So recently your bhaveti, you have this word bhaveti cultivating during the first chapter. From bhaveti you got this one bhavana. Okay, you put the D, then you plus ana, you will have the bhaveti. Okay. Now bhavana means literally the meaning of bhavana means cultivation. Okay, we can put the word cultivation or develops. So normally we can translate bhavana as mental cultivation, mental development. That's why we call it train the mind. Okay, train the mind, calm the mind. To peaceful focus is much more on samatha, so we can add on like and vipassana also can. Okay, there are many ways to train the mind, right? So this is just some general idea about bhavana. Apachayana, reverence means respect. Okay, respect or respect them. Vyavacha is service, helping others. Dana. Now we see the word dana here. So when we share the marriage is called pati, you know. That's a Pali word. Pati is a marriage, yeah. Now, another word for marriage is what? So you have the word mati, then another word is punya. Punya is also same with pati, means married. Okay. So punya. So then another one, tik dana. So when we say dana, is literally means giving, giving. So when do we do this? When you share your marriage, okay? So when we say the iman no punya baga satana, you share the marriage or giving the marriage. So literally means giving the marriage. Sometimes they use the word transference or marriage, same also. Now this another one, rejoicing. Ti plus anumodana. Anumodana. Literally means rejoicing marriage. Okay. So when do we rejoice the marriage? Because the word anumodana, anumodati is a rejoicing. So when we say sadhu, okay, sadhu. So when we say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu means you rejoice. So we call it well done or good. Okay. So there's one way we rejoice. Or when people are doing good, so we rejoice also. So this will create we call it the four Brahma Vihara. It's more on the also one of the rejoice mudita also. But this refer to marriage, you know. The empathy refer to marriage. So the rest are quite easy. Dhamma Sawana, listen, Dhamma Desana, all right. So Sawana is word Sawana. Listen, you learn the word Sunati, right? Sunati. Sunati is listen. Sunati. Okay, long A. From the word Sunati, you have the word Su, okay? Su becomes Sa. So you have the word Su, you change it to SAV. So Sawana plus Ana. Sawana means listening. Then you have the Desana. Desana means we see the word Deseti, okay? Deseti. You have the word Deseti, you have the word Desana. Teaching the Dhamma. So when you teach the Dhamma, you share the Dhamma, also can, all right? But this here is Patidana, you share the merits. Here is teaching the Dhamma, it's different, all right? Merits and Dana. Dana, the merits, and sharing the Dhamma is different level. So when you share, how do you share with your friends? You know, even a simple thing, you tell them what you learned today, about how you practice loving kindness. You just share with them. So it's a good thing to share the Dhamma. Not to say you must be a monk or nun. You can share in whatever way you can. All right. So like now you are doing the Dhamma listening. Okay, Dhamma Savana. So after you listen and got opportunity to share, and then wow, this come up. A lot of free things. Okay, now strengthening the right view. So this is the most important thing. And any right view. So means that that is the meaning of reducing the wrong view. Wrong view means michaditi. For example, you don't understand the past, present, future. You don't understand the dependent origination. So many ways, actually there are many ways, all right. For example, you understand about anicca, dukkha, anatta. Okay, you read about the dependent origination. You understand the karma, okay, karma and result, and you understand about the non-self, or you understand like anything. There are many things about right view. So as long as it reduce your wrong view, that's a main thing. Because the wrong view is same with ignorance or moha or ignorance, okay? So this will counteract the wrong view. Okay. Now we are going to make it more interesting. Out of this 10, okay, so we are going to divide it into 3 groups. So divide this 10 into 3 large groups. Dana, Sila, and Bhavana. Okay. So some they say we can do it in this way. So this 10, which one belong to Dana? Which one belong to Sila? Which one to belong to Bhavana? All right. So we can do it together. Of course, the first one will definitely under the Dana. So I'm going to put it in different color. So yeah, this one, Dana. Sila will be another color. Sila will be. Okay, Bhavana will be under another color. Okay. Now, Sila is, of course, Sila, Bhavana is Bhavana. All right. Now, remember the idea is, what is Dana? The idea of Dana is giving. Okay. The idea of Dana is giving. The idea morality is has some precepts or some good behavior. The idea of Bhavana means develop the mind. All right. Okay. So now Apachana, what do you all think? Is it Dana? Is it Sila? Or is it Bhavana? So anybody can try. You can just say your answer. What do you
Sila.
think?
Sila.
Who say the answer?
Jenny.
Why do you say Sila?
Because showing respect to the elders.
Okay, so elders to respect, so it's under Sila. Okay, do you she's the proposer? Okay, we need a seconder. Who support her idea? Who support her? Okay, all right. So both Thomas and Sumita. All right. Okay, and okay. So yes, we put under Sila because people with morality. No, Sila should be green color. Right? Because people with good morality, they be able to pay respect to others. People with no morality, they don't care about others. They don't care about elders. Now, okay, service. What do you think?
Dana.
Who say this? You're okay, brother.
I say Dana.
You say the Dana. Anybody support him or you believe it's Dana? Brother Michael support him.
Yeah, Dana.
Dana. Which is Dana? Okay, let's say if you say Dana, why do you think it's Dana?
People can offer their time, Sanjay.
Okay. So
Giving
if you're
service,
thinking as
share
okay,
effort.
so you're thinking it's offering time, effort, right? So you're thinking about in
Yes.
this way. Okay. How about Sila? Can we say Sila?
Also can.
Also can, right? So
Mm.
either way, right? So it depends on how you say. Okay, so we can put either two way. Either Sila also can, or either Dana also can. Okay, now this is very easy. Pati Dana, underway. Why is it Pati Dana? It's very obvious here.
Dana.
Dana, okay. Why? Why?
Sharing merits.
Yes, giving marriage, sharing marriage. Okay, how about Pata Numodana? What do you think?
Rejoicing is sila.
Anybody think it's Sila?
I think it's dana, but it could also be seen as bhavana if performing Brahma Vihara meditation.
Okay. So it's all right. So we can take it as dana or
Giving support.
yeah. So if we take it as dana also can. And if we thinking as be happy, we can take it as bhavana, right? So it depends on how we see, you know. So every time you see people do good, you rejoice, you say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It's a development of mind as for Brahma Vihara. And it's also in a way, if we are talking about pati is married, so it might link with the dana also. Okay, so next one, Dhamma Savana is very interesting. All right, so what is Dhamma Savana? Remember, we only have three categories, right? Dana, Sila, Bhavana, right? So Dhamma Savana, it should be under
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Bhavana.
Bhavana.
Bhavana. Why? Why?
Develop the mind in order to gain the wisdom.
Okay,
To
so it's
attain
under
wisdom, you
Bhavana.
need to have bhavana to
Okay,
develop the mind.
all right. Okay, thank you. Okay, how about other student? Dhamma Desana is other student also try.
Sharing your knowledge. Giving Dharma. Teaching.
Okay, so each under what?
Anya. Bhavana.
Bhavana.
Only
Okay,
is gift,
because
the gift of Dhamma excels all other gifts.
can also, yes,
Mm.
if you want to take it as a sharing your Dhamma, it also can be giving. Okay, you also can giving. All right, you give, you share your wisdom, also can. All right. Now, last one will be it only will be bhavana, right? Bhavana. Okay. Because last one you must make sure your mind in the right condition, having the right thing. So do we develop this 10 anytime? Yes, we are developing. So this 10 wholesome deed is different from there are two sets. One set is when you abstain from the 10 unwholesome. Okay. The set number B is where you purposely, this is different, no? This is you have to make effort. Purposely you give, you observe sila, practice meditation, apachana, vayavacha, patidana, patanumodana, dhammasvana, dhammadesana, digitalama. So this is very important. Okay. So you all must try to do as much as you can. Okay, I think we finish it today. So last question, we share the merits. Okay. Yeah. This is not Pali. Don't worry. For basic Buddhism, I will not ask you Pali. I straight from Pali because it's good to pick up more Pali as we go along. So you can apply whatever knowledge you have learned and just connect with the basic Buddhism. Right. So today we go through the Yasodhara story and we also learn 10 parami, how they fulfill. Yasodhara, of course, even before they meet the Buddha, they must have parami. It's not easy to meet the Buddha. Okay, and to meet a Buddha and to receive prophecy that there will be somebody in the future, it's also not easy. There must be lots of parami. Yes, Wendy, you want to ask something? Wendy, yes, you want to say something?
Hello, saya lagi. Yes, I have a question about the musavada. Like say, musavada, is it with intentions meant for speech, right?
Yeah. Everything must be with intention. Yes.
Intentions. Let's say, like example, like forgot something, then you say something incorrectly. That is not a musavada or considered musavada.
When you say it incorrectly, you say untrue. We call it untrue speech. Something not true. You say untrue, so it's a definitely false speech.
Oh, but then example is like that. Maybe actually the correct date is on 5th of January, but I remember incorrectly said it is like
Okay.
3rd of January.
Yeah, if you don't have the intention to tell lies. Now, what create the karma is the intention to tell lies. All right, intentionally,
Okay.
karma means what is karma? Karma means when we say we create karma, okay, karma means intentional action, okay, by body, speech, and mind. But if still on the mind level, it's okay. But when you say out or you do something that create the karma, right? Yes, Brother Michael.
Thank you.
Raji, when it comes to precepts, like
Yeah.
taking precept, how does it affect in our daily life? Example, if we don't chant the 5 precepts, that means we are not taking. Or we just practice as normal as a intention as a daily life. We commit any break any precepts. How does this relate to the daily life?
Okay. This 5 precept we take it as a guideline. Okay. 5 precept we take it as a guideline. So even you don't chant every 5, not that you all chant 5 precept every day, right? So observing 5 precept is like we call it it's like guideline in life, right? Guideline what you should do, what you should not do. Okay. So not to kill, not to steal, all these are guidelines. Even you don't chant every day, it's a guideline on how you behave. So parami is like goal, right? So I would say parami is like our perfection. So it's like our goal is to improve our life. We want to have more renunciation, more determination, more loving kindness, and so on. So in a way, they complement each other. Do we answer? Do I answer your questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Alright.
think if we break this, that means we have to do the forgiveness.
Yeah. So if you break, okay, so let's say if you break the 5 precept, any of them, so you first thing is besides asking for it, you try not to do it, not to do it. Okay? Make a determination. Make a determination not to do it again. And if you feel very guilty, then you ask forgiveness.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Sister Yo. You want to say something,
Saji,
Sister Yo?
yes.
Yeah.
Saji, I have a question. If let's say those jobs related to some of the jobs that related to it's actually because of the job people have to work.
Mm-hmm.
But if the
Mm-hmm.
job actually break the 5 precept, so what can the people do? Because they have to earn a living, but it's actually it's not a break
This
already
also
break.
depends on the job. As long as not so serious. There's one story. It's true story. One brother, he's a scientist. So every day he has a guinea pig, that kind of cute animals, because they need to put the injection on the animals every day, test the medicine. Even though the intention is good, right? To want to see the medicine or experiment work or not before test on human, they test on the animals. So every time they make sure the animals was what you call it, giving the 麻醉药 some how you call it, the numbing some medicine so they don't feel the pain, right? So one time maybe the what how you call it in English, I forget the word.
Anesthetic.
And yeah, anesthetic.
Anesthetic.
So one time, so one day they didn't give enough anesthetic to the animals, the small guinea pig. So when they give injection, the animals was crying. So he was then he come to realization. He said, I'm a Buddhist. Every day I'm doing this kind of job. Can you imagine? Every day you test on the rats. Yeah, it's a very cute, but even the guinea pig, it look very cute, but it's still a rat, It's a rat. Yeah, it's an animal. So if the job like this, I advise him to change the job, Because imagine you every time you see the animal squeeze in front of you, crying out, in front of you. So if you can change the job, that's better. I think now he moved to another science job already. Last time I attend the class, now never see him. Okay, so if the job involve this kind of, especially cleaning animals, should not, because it's very bad karma. You nowadays you see the TikTok, right? You see a lot of people born, no hand, no leg. Do you see that? Yeah. Yeah. Why they are born with no hand, no leg? Other people born with hand, leg, but they are born with no hand, no leg. All right. So if the job is serious, especially killing the beans, try to avoid it. Unless some of the job is not so serious, like they may make some statement, but it's not hurting any other beans. All right. Okay. I think if no last question, we share the merits now.
Okay, thank you,
I hope I answer your question. Okay. I hope
yes,
I answer
yeah,
your question, right? Okay.
yes, thank you, Saji.
Yeah, because sometimes even as a lawyer, or whatever, there are always some things you need to say, but make sure it not hurt animal or human beings their life. For example, even the children, you have to threaten them. Okay, if you don't do homework, bad things will happen to you. Threaten the children, but if we do it with good intention, even though sometimes it's not really accurate, but we don't hurt anybody. Okay, so maybe we ask more. You read Brother Leonard, you lead sharing of Mary's, read the Pali English, okay?
Imam no puna bagam saba satanam dema. Imam no puna bagam
Punya,
sabas
imano,
punya
punya, yeah.
imano punya bagam saba satanam dema. Imano punya bagam saba satanam dema. Idam no natinam hotu sukita hontu natayo. Idam no natinam hontu sukita hontu natayo. Idam no natinam hotu sukita hontu natayo.
Yeah. English, we share these merits. We all
We
been
share this
merit.
merit. Okay.
Yeah,
We
read
share
it.
this
Yeah.
merit with all sentient beings. May they obtain this merit and be well and happy. Let this merit go to our departed relatives. May our relatives be happy. Let this merit go to our departed relatives. May our relatives be happy. Let this merit go to our departed relatives. May our relatives be happy.
Okay, thank you. So this is, we call it patidana, okay? Sharing the merits of patanamodana. Another word for merit is punya, all right? Pati is merit, punya also merits. We do the sharing merits with the devas. Let's invite another student. Cindy Yo. Okay.
Akasata cha bummata devanaga mahindika punyam tam amuditva chiram rakhatu buddha sasanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, dragon of mighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect the dispensation of the Buddha. Akasata cha bummata devanaga mahindika punyam tam amuditva chiram rakhantu desanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, dragon of mighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect the teaching of the Buddha.
Akasata cha bummata deva naga mahindika punyantam amudo ditwa chiram rakhantu mam paramti. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, dragons of mighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect me and others. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Right. So we make aspiration. Making aspiration is same thing like fulfill our parami, remind us our goal. So you want to chant also, Cindy?
Ada imaya patipadaya jaramaranamba parimusi sami idami punyam asavakaya vaham hotu idami punyam nibanasa pacayo hotu idami silam magapala nanasa pacayo hotu. Indeed, by this mental training or practice, I shall surely be freed from aging, sickness, and death. By my merits, may I eradicate all defilements. May my merits be conducive to the attainment of Nibbana. May by observance of morality be a condition to attain path and fruition knowledge.
Okay.
This one also read that.
Yes.
Imina punya kamena mabi bala samagamo satam samagamo hutu yavanibbana patiya. By this merit that I have acquired, may I never meet the foolish or wicked. May I meet the wise and virtuous until I attain Nibbana, the ultimate peace and happiness.
Okay. So we finally say, Buddha sasanam chiram tiktatu. Buddha sasanam chiram tiktatu. Buddha sasanam chiram tiktatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you for all joining this class. I think we have a good discussion today. So I think in this way, I'm happy to do Dhamma Desana. So today you're all doing the Dhamma Sawana. All right. Okay. So we also do the Patidana and Patitnobodana. Patidana means sharing merit. Patitnobodana means rejoicing merits. So today we fulfill our paramis. Okay. So we end here. Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Saji. Sadhu, sadhu.